What's going on, YouTube? So, it's time for another review. I really need to catch up on my Sutliff and McBaren tobaccos that I've got. They sent me quite a few, and I've got a lot of catching up to do. So here's one of them. Here's one of the McBaren. This is the HH Vintage Syrian. Just had a little bit of a gurgle. Get my pipe cleaner here. It's got a good amount. It's got a good moisture content to it, though. It's not too moist. It's not too dry. I think it's just about right. Do a little bit of maintenance here. Alright, so I'll try to show you the tobacco. So obviously it's in English. It has a lot of Latakia in it. I'll go ahead and read the description to you. A little under half the volume, it is a smooth and yet powerful Latakia from Syria. This tobacco gives the blend the overall smoky taste. To add a spicy note to the blend, Turkish Oriental has been added. Different Virginia tobaccos from 3 continents and add a sweet natural taste. To complete the taste with depth and body, we added some dark-fired Kentucky from USA. So it's got quite a bit of Latakia, but it's got some other stuff in there too. So the tin note, it's quite strong. You definitely know it's in English, that's for sure. But if you really pay attention to the smell, it does have a little bit of a sharp tinge, what I call the McBaren tinge. It's got just a certain smell, just a certain like sharpness to it or something. That's what I call the McBaren tinge. Pretty much I think all the McBaren tobaccos have that same little smell, sort of a tinge to it. And I like it. It's a nice smell, especially with the aromatics. But you can kind of smell it with this Latakia a little bit too. But it's predominantly that dark, smoky Latakia smell. So, it's staying lit fairly well. It definitely tastes like an English blend. As most of you probably know, I'm not a huge fan of English blends or Latakia. I do like some crossover blends. There's a few crossover blends that I do like a lot. It's good to just get that little bit of Latakia in with the aromatic. But some of you guys love Englishes, and more power to you, that's fine. It's just not really my thing that much. But I think this is one of the better Englishes. If I'm going to smoke an English, this is a decent one. Which I hardly ever am in the mood to smoke an English. I had kind of a rough evening, kind of night at work, and just some stress about different stuff, so came home and I was like, oh, I've got to smoke a pipe. I just need to sit and relax, and I was like, you know, I think I'm going to have something darker tonight, so went for the Latakia. So, where to begin? I noticed that the smell, it does have a little bit of a, it does have kind of a natural sweetness to it. I think it's the Virginias, maybe the Oriental too, I'm not sure, but I don't know a whole lot about Orientals, but I know some of those Virginias give you the natural sweetness. And obviously I can't smell the full smell of the smoke, you know, because I'm smoking it, but from what I can tell, there is some sweetness to it. I'm sure anybody else around me would say, whoa, what is he smoking, you know? For any non-smokers, or you know, anybody that is a smoker would say, wow, he's definitely smoking an English blend. Probably, I would imagine, but an experienced pipe smoker would probably be able to take something, a little something extra, I would imagine. Just a little bit of natural sweetness from the little bit of natural sweetness from the Virginias, I guess. So I'm gonna give it a quick retrohale. I haven't tried that yet. It does have quite a bit of sharpness to it if you retrohale it. Not one of the best tobaccos, I guess. Not one of the easiest to retrohale. But you do get a little bit more flavor in there. I think you do kind of get that McBaren tinge with a little bit of natural sweetness when you retrohale it. But I don't know, for an English it doesn't have a terrible aftertaste or anything. Like I said, it's staying lit pretty well. I've used, I don't know, 3 or 4 matches the whole time. I think I've used just 3 matches so far. And I guess onto the ratings. Like I've said before, I don't rate Englishes terribly high just because I'm not an English smoker predominantly. I mostly like aromatics, so I can't remember the highest rating I've given in English so far, but I want to say it's like maybe a 7 or 7.5. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. It's not bad. It isn't English, but it's a decent English. I guess the room note, as far as I can tell, for myself while I'm smoking it, smells pretty good. I would give the room note an 8. Like I said, an overall 7 out of 10. I think this is one of those where it doesn't usually have tongue bite, but I can tell that if you were smoking it like really heavy, really fast, you'd probably get a little bit of tongue bite. I smoke kind of fast, I guess, or kind of heavy. More than a lot of people, I guess, maybe, but I'm just feeling just a tiny bit of warmth on the tongue. Nothing really too much to bother me. But I can tell if you were to have problems getting this to stay lit for whatever reason, you might have some tongue bite, puffing on it too fast, you know, trying to get it to stay lit. But yeah, that's about it. Room note, 8 out of 10. Overall, 7 out of 10. This has been a review of HH Vintage Syrian Latakia by Baren Tobaccos. So, thank you guys for watching, and as always, keep on piping.